there's nothing better than a great weather, cool weather actually, and some Chinese traditional food. That's why right now, after I did some shopping here on Xintian district, this is a very beautiful, lively area that I also recommend you. It's so green, it's so clean. It's a lively street full of cafes, restaurants, a lively area actually because it's more than a street, and full of shops. They also have high-end brands. So I did a little bit of shopping, walking around. I had a coffee in here. After having that coffee, I'm really hungry. So I was thinking of trying some traditional food. Therefore, in today's episode, I'm going to take you with me and we are going to go on a research for the best Chinese traditional food that we can find in Shanghai. How many people are wearing masks in general here in China, and I think that they did this even before we were used, or we got used to wearing masks. For example, we got used because of the COVID, and then they were wearing before that because since there are so many people in here, I think it's easy to get a flu, so that's why they prefer to protect themselves. So this is so interesting because look at this, 5 minutes until the train will arrive, and they're counting I think the next train. So this is telling the rate of occupation of each carriage. For example, the first one has under 5%, which is better, and the second and third one are having 14% occupied. So I think this is, and because it's green, it means that it's not so occupied. And then there is the station. I think this is the other stations that you're going to have. And then what other metro stations you have, what other lines you have connected to those stations. And then you also have the names in English, so don't worry, because what you saw there is only, I think, mostly in Chinese, but you also have them in English, and then you have the stations over there up in English, which I think is great. So I'm going to take the subway, and then I will see you from Duyuan Garden or Yu Garden. I did a previous YouTube video from that area to show you the area and the beauty of the area, and I was with Angel at that time, so she explained you a little bit the meaning of the name. So if you missed that YouTube vlog, I will link it to you here up so that you can check it out. Now let's go there and let's find the best Chinese food that we can have. I hope we will find it. Here we are, the beautiful entrance of Yu Garden. Wow, look how beautiful it is. Oh my god, there's so many shops over there. Okay, so our purpose today is to find the best traditional food if possible, and I know that this area is a suitable area for this, and I know that there are other areas. We'll try to go in multiple places in today's episode. First of all, I want to tell you that the Yu Garden or the Yu Old Street, which is this one, looks totally different during the day than at night. The vibe is totally different. It's not the same place, but I think I kind of love it regardless. Okay, let's dive in and let's find the best food. I'm starving. Look at this. It's called silk cake and it reminds me of kunafa. Now I really want to know, how is it like? So should I take one? Now I've never seen anybody else taking one, so I don't know what the taste of it is, but I really want to know if it's the same as the kunafa I know from Dubai. So let's get one and let's see if it's the same or not. It's only 15 yuan. I'm going to order and pay with Alipay, and then I'm going to have, and they have red bean, taste flavor, sesame flavor, ham, spicy flavor, and chestnut. I will get sesame flavor. I will pay with my QR code, and I need to go here to pay. I will just scan, and I think I have it. Thank you so much, Shisha. Okay? Okay, Shisha. Oh,
we got it. Let's try it together. I'm going to exit a little bit. Oh, it's so crazy here. I think it's crazy during the day and at night as well. So this is what we got. Let's try it. 15 yuan, the first purchase for today. Not at all as kunafa. I think it's a dough, deep fried dough. But I wonder how they do this texture. It's really tasty. The dough is a little bit sweet and it has sesame. It's a little bit sweet and it I think it tastes a little bit like vanilla. I do like it. Not too sweet though. Soup dumpling, which is this one over here. We already had this in a previous episode, so you can go check this out. Let's go in this food court and let's see what else they have. Oh my god, everything looks so delicious right now. Look at this, deep fried. I think it's shrimp. Oh, I would love some. And what else do they have? Oh, so much food. What is this? Is this? Oh, I think it's a sort of a mochi. I think, oh my god, everything looks so delicious. So that's why everybody was recommending this place. Now I know. And there are so many stalls. Oh, and this noodles looks so good. I love that there's a sort of a communal area where you can dine in. So basically this is also what we saw together in the first episode in Chongqing, because we've also been there. So if you haven't seen it, I will link it to you right here up so that you can check it out. And look how this is done. Oh, what is this? I'm wondering what's boiling there. I think it's a duck or chicken, maybe chicken. So they're making like chicken soup. Oh, these are the dumplings over here. Oh, everything looks so good. What should I try? Oh, I saw this before. I think it's a deep fried dough with I think some vegetables. Oh, so much food. Oh, and here making the soup dumplings over here. Oh, I love that we can see what the lady is preparing in the bag. She's making the filling, she's cutting the dough. Everything looks so delicious. This over here is a super popular and crowded location. And I love how they have that first aid kit and then everything they need in case of an intervention. They also have extinctors. They also have basically everything they need in case of a hazard, I think. And right now, there are quite a few people over here, but I think that during the night it's even crazier because you saw it in my previous episode. Everything is so different because the vibe completely changes once the lights are turned on. A delicacy in Shanghai are the fried buns. So they are basically, I think they're steamed and then fried, and they have inside, they can have pork, they can have shrimp, but the special one is the one with crab paste that they mostly have in here, because I think that this is the specialty of Shanghai. And I want to show you, for example, this place has pork, they have this one, here you can see, mixed fried buns, meat, prawn, yellow crab. So it's like a sort of a crab paste that they put inside, and they look something like this. Now I want to search a little bit around and find the best place where we can have this, and I think this might be one of the places, because it's so full. And usually where you see a lot of people eating, and a lot of locals especially, it means that the place is good, and it means that you have to try it. So let's go inside and let's order some. Oof, I will be so full after this, but then we still have a lot of other things to try. So let's try this first. So they're having multiple types. You can take multiple types of buns, and you can see them over there up. So they have pork, they have prawn and meat. I think it's chicken. It should be chicken. Then crab and meat, or goose liver and meat. So we will take which one? The one with meat, prawn, and crab, because I want to try all of them. So right now we are trying to queue a little bit, order, and then pay, and then enjoy. I'm going to scan the QR code here. Okay, thank you. 谢谢. So she got me this one, and then what do? I hand it over. Thank you, 谢谢. So I hand it over. He took it, and then he's preparing everything to give me. You can see them. They're there. Thank you so much, 谢谢你. So this is how they look like. Let's find a table. Many people are dining here. Let's see if we find a table for one person. Oh my God, I think we don't have a table. You and I, we will stand and eat them standing. Or maybe we can go next to that gentleman. Okay, let's go there. I was so confused because I didn't know where to take this from, and actually I think they're sanitizing them here, and I asked around, they made me a sign, so I made a sign like for this one's for the chopsticks, because I don't know if they call them like this. And I will be sitting next to this lady. Let's try them until they they will not be good anymore. Let's try them and let's see how good they are. Okay, I'm happy I'm speaking in a language that not too many understand, because I'm actually so I don't feel comfortable doing this next to other people, but I have to do this for you. So I would really appreciate your support with a like or with a subscribe if you're doing this. So we are oh no, I cannot do this. This is going to be very difficult. So we are going to try this together right now. And what I was saying is that I'm surrounded by other people. I don't know if you can understand 100% what I'm saying, but I feel so awkward doing this. It's me getting out of my comfort zone. So please support me, because I'm trying to do like new things that you would enjoy. So let's try this together. This is going to be super messy. You can see that they are fried. Oh, thank you. So I just received, the lady next to me gave me this one for the spicy sauce, and I think I'm going to put one, just a little bit inside, because I don't usually have spicy, but I will put a little bit here. Thank you. This one. And do I put it in here? Oh, okay. I put in here. Okay. Okay. So there is a teapot, but it has how do you call it in English? Vinegar. So this is vinegar, and I just put inside a little bit of spicy. So I think you are not supposed to mix them. I'm not sure. But the ladies next to me don't even speak English, and they just brought me, like, I cannot say this enough. The locals here are so kind. They just brought me a plate for this. And you can try it with this, and then I will put vinegar and this one, and I'll try it with vinegar, because you can combine them. So, but I'm speechless. Everything we know about them, it's not what the truth is. Let's try it with this. Let's see how spicy this is. I hope not too spicy. It's really spicy, but it's good. The taste is good. Now somebody is sitting next to me on the other side, so I will stop recording and I will see you from the outside. If we're still talking about food right now, there's a chocolate museum right here, and I will give you a sneak peek of it. You can see some animals inside made from chocolate, out of chocolate. It's even the entrance is free, and it literally smells like chocolate. Now I don't know if you can hear me much, but take a look at this. This is crazy. Oh my god. There's another interesting thing that I saw here is this shaved ice, shaped as a cone. Now I think this is a replica. I don't think this is the original, but it's a shaved ice with some sugar, some syrup, I think some boba, and some fruits. I don't know if I want one right now, but I keep saying it. So there's something I saw at some point in Chongqing, and I'm searching for it right now. Wow, look at this. Look how this looks like. Oh my god. I'm searching for ice cream with chili, but I don't think I will be able to find it here. So let's keep searching a little bit together. as I told you, they are famous for this crab paste and crab dishes. So you can see here the crab. I think it's a whole crab steamed that you can order. Wow, it looks so good. And this is not a replica. I also think that it's so interesting how they have all these skewers that you can take, and then I think you fry them. So you take them as they are right now, and then you fry them, and oh, these are the strawberries covered in, I think it's sugar. I've never ever tried one. Is it too touristy if I get one? Should I get one? Oh, what should I do? Would you get one? Do you think this is too touristy? Let me know your thoughts, and let me know if you've ever tried it and if you like them. I got a small one, a mini one. I'm going to open my application and I'm going to pay with my QR code. I'm going to scan it. I think it's okay. She's going to give it to me. That's okay? Okay, thank you so much, Tiffany. Thank you. Yoo-hoo! We have it. Look at it. Is it focusing? Yeah, right now it's focusing. Let's try it together. So I think this is a grape, maybe? Bigger grape and a strawberry? I don't know. And I'm not sure if I will be able to tell. It's so soft. It's so good. But now I have all the sugar stick to my teeth. It's strange. And I have my red lips because I ate spicy and I'm not usually eating spicy. Really, really tasty, at least the strawberry. The sugar is a bit bothering, but I think that overall it's a nice taste. And I wanted to also show you these egg waffles. Angel told me that the egg waffles are a specialty of Hong Kong, so they also have them there. And we tried one together, so I think they are also not a specialty, but also served here. And over here you can see the skewers that I was talking about, and it's so interesting that they, hello, thank you. They also remind me a lot of the ones we have in Dubai or in the UAE or in the Arab country, because they are also preparing the food like this, like they put the meat on a skewer and then they put it on a grill, they grill it. I don't feel like trying right now, but they look delicious over there. Angel told me something else, and it's the fact that they also have in Hong Kong these butterfly crispies. I think I also found them in France, and I think they're just a little bit sweet in here, because I noticed over my stay here that they don't do things really, really sweet, and I don't know why. It's just like they don't like them too sweet. So every time I'm ordering a tea or like a milk tea or an iced tea, I need to ask for extra sweetness. There are so many food stalls here. I think you can eat more than enough if you are hungry here, and you can find everything you want. They have a lot of ice cream shops. This is the fried dough, deep fried dough. They have also tea, like floral tea, and then they also have fresh rice wine. I don't even know what this is. They are eating a lot of fried tofu in here. I think that's the one over here. I think this is the fried tofu, and this is, I think, black. Am I wrong? I have no idea what this is, but I'm just guessing that it's fried tofu but in black. Do let me know in the comments below if you have any idea if I'm right or wrong. Let me know. I reached the end of the street and now I'm going back to the metro station, because if we're doing a food tour, I think it's fair to try more places, more food courts. So this one right here is already a huge one. I could have done an entire food court here, but I want to check one or two more areas depending on how the timing will be for us. So let's go there together and let's see what else can we have. Something else that you can find here, and I think it's a traditional sweet, is this white rabbit. I kept seeing it all around the city, and I think my guess is that this is a traditional candy, like an old candy that you can get here. And you can see here you can choose your favorite and pack them, or you can buy a package with more already. I'm really curious how it tastes like, and if it's like a sort of a childhood candy, or how is it like. Right now, I brought you to the crazy Nanjing Road. We are not going to stay here because we already have a YouTube vlog from here that you can check out. This is my first impressions from Shanghai, where we've been around this area. We are going to head to the Bund, but I wanted to show you that they also have a lot of yummy snacks in here also, like this ice cream which says I love Shanghai, or it has different monuments from Shanghai, and it looks so delicious. And I saw so many people trying it. They also sell a lot of mango, so I saw a lot of people selling mango in here. I think this is sugarcane juice. I know that some of you might remember it from when we visited Jordan, because we also documented a food tour in Jordan, and you might have seen it there. I saw that there's a restaurant here. They're selling mango, a restaurant. It's such a nice area, especially at night, right now when everything is so brought to life and so colorful. They're selling, I think here they're selling some small souvenirs that you can buy, but we are going to continue our way. We're not going to get distracted. We're going to continue our way and go to the Bund, because I haven't seen the Bund yet, and with this occasion maybe we find something to eat there. Oh my god, the craziness of this street is amazing right now. And I found another food court, so we are still on Nanjing Road, and I cannot believe that I just found another food court here which has so many options inside, and I was thinking to get something from here. Let's check it around, let's check it together, and let's see what can I take from here that it's like traditional, and also that I know what to eat, that I know what I'm eating. I see that they really like seafood, and look at this seafood soup that they have over here. So they have seafood over here, and then over here also it's also seafood. I think so, yeah, I think so, that you choose and then you fry. I think seafood, but not only. And then over there as well, and here also, and there is the crab, fried crab over there. I told you that they are famous for this, and they really love it in here. I'm overwhelmed about all these things. Oh, look at this. Is this chicken? What do you think about this? This is a little bit more expensive, but I think it's a sort of a mochi for which you can choose the filling, and they prepare it for you right now. I think I'm going to get one. Which one should I get? And I really like that they also have the English translation of what it is right here. It's a bit expensive. This one, 32. Hello. Let's see. Oh my god, this one is with cheese. Oh, matcha mango. Oh, I love this one. Black skin matcha mango. Should I get one which is not that expensive, but it's okay. It looks great. Oh, this one is strawberry popcorn. Oh my god. Okay, I will get this one. Black skin matcha mango. Hello. Can I get the black skin matcha mango? Matcha mango. I will show her. This one.
This one?
Yeah, this one.
Here.
Yes. Black.
Black.
Okay, black. So one.
Okay.
One. Yes. Okay. I will pay now. She's telling me to pay. I think I need to pay before she starts to make the order. This is how I pay. I just put it, and then I need to put my code, and then I will finish the transaction. Okay, now it's paid. Okay. Okay. She is preparing it right now. This is the mango. Oh, but she's not putting. Also, matcha. I think she forgot. It's okay, it's okay. No problem. Okay. Okay. She put with mango, but it's fine because I still love mango, so it's okay. Yeah, it's okay, no problem. So I'm super curious to know how it tastes like. I kept seeing mochi all over the city. I'm not sure if it's a traditional thing here in China, but I kept seeing it, and I love that they are preparing it manually, like they're doing it in front of you. You can see, you get to see how it's made. Yeah, Oreo. So Oreo covered mochi. I think it will be nice. And then I think she will put it in a sort of a box and then cut it, which makes it so easy. Yes, please. Which makes it so easy to eat it. She will cut it. I hope it's good. Do you? Oh, she's also adding pearls. Oh, this is so nice. Oh my God. Thank you so much, Ishini. Thank you. Bye-bye. Look how it looks like. Oh, this looks so good. I wonder how these pearls are. Now I have to find a seat where I can stay and eat this with you and tell you how it is like. I found a table right here. I love this place. It's a sort of a disco area. It's so interesting. So I couldn't help myself, but I tried one of these on the way here, which is super interesting because you basically pop them in your mouth and it breaks and it has something inside. It's not too sweet, as you know, not too sweet, and the mango looks so fresh. Let me try a little bit of the mango here. This is the mango. So sweet, so fresh. It's so delicious. And the cream. Can you believe that the cream is cheese cream? It's sweet cheese cream. This is such a great combination. I think it's worth it. I think it's worth it. Now, if I have any audience from China watching, please let me know. Is it something you're used to, or is it just a trend right now? Is it something you eat? Do let me know, and I'll finish eating this, and then we keep on going. We got distracted. I cannot believe, but the food is so delicious everywhere you go. The filling of the mochi was absolutely. Do you call it mochi? I think so. I think this is the right pronunciation. Was absolutely delicious. The mango was so soft and so sweet, and that paste was not really cream cheese, but a sort of a yogurt between cream cheese and yogurt. So I'm not really sure about it. So I do recommend it, but the texture was a little bit chewy. Well, it was chewy. This is the idea of a mochi. It was chewy and a little bit hard for me to eat it, but the feeling was so good. Back on the street. Oh my God, the crowds. We are going to walk straight and then hopefully make it to the band where I want to go with you tonight. And let's see if there's something to eat or drink there. Here we are. Behind me there is the North Band, and you can hear the clock tower, and there's something going on right now, but I don't know what is it. So they closed the street. Nobody's going anywhere. The clock tower just announced that it's 9 sharp. What is going on? Somebody is coming. There's something coming here. I'm so excited to see it. As you can see, our food tour, crazy food tour, will not happen on the North Band because there is nothing to eat here on the band, actually, because the North Band is right behind me, where you can see the beautiful view, and we'll also go there.
Oh, 比赛的人来了。哇！
哇，
好快啊！你好像都拿过来。所以刚才，所以昨天。
Oh my God! Only in China, you can see a competition in the middle of the night, right here. The atmosphere is so crazy, and there's everybody who gathered to film the runners. I think this is so cool, and again, I feel so lucky that this happened right now when I'm here, right in front of me. This is the band, and we are right now heading to the viewpoint. So we need to take the stairs up where all the people are, and I'm going to show you the viewpoint. Oh my God, isn't it spectacular? Look at this. Oh, this is so beautiful. So worth it. I think it's so crowded right now because it's during the weekend. So many people told me avoid the national holidays and the weekends. But we are here during the weekend. do come here. I think that it's the right place to end today's YouTube video. Thank you so much for watching, and thank you so much for all your support for the China series, because this is going to be also the last episode for my China series. It was a great experience to travel to China, and I'm still a little bit sad that I am going to soon leave, which means tomorrow morning, so there is not going to be another YouTube video from China. But I'm thinking of coming back because it was such a lovely experience, and I didn't have any single negative thing that I could say, and I was a solo traveling woman, keep this in mind. At some point I met Angel and we were two traveling women. I'm so grateful for the community and for everybody who subscribed in the meantime. I want to come back. I really want to come back. It was such a lovely experience. I do recommend everybody who's watching who didn't visit China yet, I do recommend them to visit China and to see with their own eyes what I witnessed in here, to try the food, to speak with interact with the locals, to see the beautiful views, to see the amazing architecture and everything. And I will see you on the next adventure.